But the Aaron Rodgers concert tour now heads down to Kentucky, where Aaron will be attending the Kentucky Derby with, I guess it's Alan Lazard and Randall Cobb.
How do you
the
like
guy
that?
is not letting any grass grow under his feet.
Yeah, but this doesn't count the way it does the New York stuff because it's the Kentucky Derby.
And it's with his friends from Green Bay.
Right.
But still, I think it's cool. He's taking advantage of his stardom.
Honestly, I don't care.
Sorry?
You don't care?
No. Why would I care? Let's say he went to a movie. What do I care? I don't care about the Kentucky Derby. Wouldn't think about watching it on a bet. What do I care what he's doing Saturday? What are you doing Saturday? What's Peter doing? I know these people. I might care about that.
Maybe.
What is Carlos across the street doing on Saturday? Don't care.
Is that the cupcake guy?
The cookies. Why would I care what Aaron Rodgers? Why would it matter? You don't even care. I don't even know why
care.
you. Why do we even know
I
this?
care?
What does it matter?
Do you know why I care?
Why?
Because I'm jealous. Because I have 2 bucket list items, which I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to do.
You won't.
Kentucky Derby and Wimbledon.
One of those is so mage. The other one, ugh.
If you gave me 2 tickets to the Kentucky Derby and a flight, a first class to Kentucky,
what?
I would use them as bookmarks.
Don.
It wouldn't even occur to me to go.
Peter?
It wouldn't even occur to me to go.
Well,
I would dread it. I would dread it like oral surgery.
Oh.
When they're saying Saturday going to Kentucky Derby, I would be praying for anything to happen to not have to go.
Haven't we done shows at the Belmont Stakes?
I hated every second of it.
Now
I cannot tell you. I would. You know what I would rather
big
do?
Events? It's
I
a
would
great
rather
event. Americana.
I don't care. Why should I care?
I understand how Don feels, as horse racing to me is sort of her pug, but as a big event guy, I will say, someone offers me tickets in first class flights, I'm going.
No, Kentucky. Give me a break.
You
Kentucky
are.
Derby.
You know what?
With a bunch
you
of
are.
wannabes.
You have surpassed me as the old man on the show.
No, what does that have to do with old man?
Well,
I'm telling you what interests me or not. I don't care about being seen. I don't care about who's wearing hats, mint juleps.
You got
There is nothing.
engaged at the Daytona 500.
It offers you more. It's the
What
Great
does it
American
offer
Race. Because at least cars are going fast.
Well, so are horses.
Yeah, but I'd rather the horses are beautiful. I don't think they need to be abused and sacrificed like they are down there. No. But sticking drugs up their butt so they can go faster.
Excuse me?
All these people should be arrested. What they do to these animals. Because I love horses is a perfect reason not to go to Kentucky Derby. But I'm not going to get on some kind of PETA soapbox because that's not even the reason. I don't have interest. Why would I go? I don't like horse racing. I don't like people with hats. I don't like people that drink mint juleps. I don't like the state of Kentucky. Why would I go? I mean, what does it all? What would it offer me when there is zero interest in everything that's happening? What? That it's a nice day? It's going to be a nice day here in New Jersey. I'm taught when I'm telling you zero. They offer nothing that even makes me want to blink. Zero, zilch. I wouldn't. First class tickets to and a tour to meet all the famous people. Bookmarks.
You are
wouldn't even occur. I would
You're
rather have a root. If I would look forward to a root canal before I would look forward to getting on that flight to go to the Kentucky Derby.
What a drip.
That makes me a drip?
I think
you're a drip.
No, he presented some valid arguments.
Oh, please.
He did. If he hates all of those things, why would he?
Why would I go?
With him. I agree with him on every single thing. I would just say yes because I do like checking off the box of major events. That's it. I'm with him on everything else.
Well, I happen to love horse racing,
and
I would love to go.
Kentucky. Give me a break.
I grew up in the D.C. area, and Preakness is outside of Baltimore. And I will tell you, nothing interested me less than when everyone would go to Preakness and stand in the infield. Literally, Don, they would stand and party in their own filth.
Right.
Vomit and worse, okay? Up to their knees.
Don, do you like Kentucky Fried Chicken, Don?
Now, that's different.
Do you like Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Love it.
All right, so if Kentucky didn't exist, it would just be fried chicken.
Then I'd find something else to eat. There's other things I like, believe me. And again, I'm sure the people in Kentucky are fantastic. I have no interest in going there.
So you just don't like the plot of land that is Kentucky?
I know, it's not like Delaware. Like it's.
I don't like what you just said about Delaware.
It's just a place.
All right,
It's a place that offers me nothing.
You know, everybody who listens to the show believes that I'm damaged, and the guy that is talking is damaged. The guy he's damaged.
So the guy. Wait a minute. So I'm telling you that I have zero interest in all these things and don't want to go. That's making sense.
It's not. Everybody
Peter,
wants to go to
who
Kentucky
agreed
Derby.
with everything, but he's just going to go because it's an event. That makes less sense. I'm not meaning to beat you up, Peter.
No,
when
you
you
might
talk
be
about
right.
what makes less sense, he's making less sense.
Yeah, I think Don makes perfect sense.
Okay, let's go to Mark in Dix Hills. Mark?
None of our doors have ever closed right.
You put it on.
Tell us about it.
I'll leave it.
What's he saying? He's got to go.
No.
What is he saying?
Hello?
None of the doors work. I want to find out why.
What's going on here with the doors?
Mark, what's the matter with your doors?
Hi, fellas, how are you?
What's the matter with the doors?
Sorry.
What happened to the doors, Mark?
Well, all right, I got to get into this now. I'm leaving the house, so wait a minute. I painted the steps to the garage, right? I told my wife, don't go out through the garage. You're going to walk on the fresh paint. So we went out the front, and I got all new locks put in, right?
All right.
I locked the door, and I'm about to leave, and I turned around. I said, let me try it. And I open, and the whole door, it opens up. I said, holy shit. And she's worried that she
No,
You know what?
he was telling a great story, but he talked about excrement. We can't have that.
That's
I wish you guys didn't have this policy.
Which is what?
what an FCC.
No, the hanging up, because you can dump them once, and then you say,
But
hey.
then he could curse again.
But you say, hey, we gave you one warning, don't do it again. That was a good
everybody
story.
just panics. It's good policy to let it go.
Okay, let's go to Mark in Dix Hills. Mark?
None of our doors have ever closed right.
Oh, that was. See, I wanted to hear more.
I know, but I'm with Michael. You can't take a chance because if he swears again, you can't dump it.
Well, why
But-
not? We have enough dump probably for more than one. Anthony,
No,
do
you
you
gotta-
have
it's
any
gotta
second?
You guys are
regenerate
right. We only
itself.
have it once. We should never try and do anything more than once.
See,
No,
we
it's
do
gotta-
have more. We
No,
do
but
have
but the delay has to regenerate.
But Don,
Do you know Radio Peter? Is this your first day on the job or what?
No, except you guys are both wrong. We're
We're not.
Okay.
It has to
Peter
regenerate.
is right. We have
We
more
have
than
more-
one chance to dump something.
Yes, we do. It's their policy because they want to be safe, but we probably have 20 seconds. Each one dumps about 7 seconds, and you have probably 3 to do.
Wow.
I'd like you both to apologize. I'll wait. Thank you.
That's actually exactly what it is.
Don, you don't want to apologize?
I'll apologize. Dan from Clifton won the Chance the Rapper tickets. And Don from wherever he is in Jersey won the tickets to go see the Kentucky Derby, which he will now use as a bookmark.
We lost.
Huh?
I've said my piece. I don't know how I could be wrong for having an opinion.
No, your opinion is your opinion. It's just a bad opinion. I'm not going to say it's wrong. I will tell you this, though. I have never seen a guy that's more set in his ways than Don, even more than me.
Oh, he locks in. And if you push him, it gets worse.
It gets worse. He locks even more.
Yeah, there's no, you know what?
The doors in this room have never worked, by the way.
All that said, I'm doing the harness race for charity on Friday. On Friday.
All right. Can I say this, Peter?
Please.
So he undercut me because I was just about to undress him.
Yep.
He cares about the animals. He's going to put his lord ass in a sulky that be dragged around the Meadowlands, though. So tell me how that fits.
Oh, boy.
It's for charity. It's for the Ronald McDonald House, so it's worth it. And so come to the Meadowlands. I'll be racing.
So just donate to the Ronald McDonald House.
I do.
If you hate horse racing so much.
But if I can get somebody else to do it for me, it's even better.
Oh my
This-
God!
These horses
you
are
come off
fine.
so bad this time.
I don't like people with
because
hats. These horses don't get what's the big drug that they use? Sticking drugs up their butt so they can go faster.
Excuse me?
These horses have one hoof in the in the glue factory to begin with.
Oh,
so this
my
is towards the end of it all anyway. These aren't PDs. Nobody's trying to win. It's all for charity. It's all in good fun.
But you hate horse racing.
I do. but I'll participate in it for charity. I'm not watching it. I like going around the track fast. Not fast enough. I finish in fourth every time.
You, for some reason, even though it's like seems coincidental, you're always last.
Yeah.
Wonder why.
Malusis is racing. Maria Moreno. Who else?
It's Maria Marino.
Marino. Sorry.
She's a tremendous talent.
No, she is.
Don't ever
I know.
mispronounce her name.
I know. I just didn't have it in front of me. I'm sorry.
You know,
She does a great
calm down.
job over at SNY.
You're thinking of Rita Moreno. She's not at SNY anymore either.
I don't follow her career. I'm sorry.
You should follow everybody's career in the business.
No,
Everybody. You should follow everybody's career.
Where'd
At
she
least
go
try.
after SNY?
She moved on from there.
Okay. You don't even know where, and you're killing me.
Wally's in it as well.
Wally Zerbiak, yeah. So come on out to the Meadowlands. I got to do the show from there next Friday.
Great.
So it sounds a little hypocritical, but whatever. I wouldn't watch me do it, but I'll do it.
It sounds a little hypocritical, Peter. Not a lot.
Just a
little.
Yeah.
I'm not flying to Kentucky to do it and watch me do it.
So you're driving to the Meadowlands.
I enjoy going there. I mean, I miss the Meadowlands. It used to be a major part of my life, and now it's nothing.
Well, you gave up the jet gig. Why don't you take it back from Dan now?
Show us
No, I wouldn't do that. I don't regret that decision at all. I miss the Meadowlands. Like, I don't go to the Izod Center. What do they use it? Is it like a TV studio now or something? Somebody was telling me.
I think they actually execute rodents.
Is that true?
Yeah, they
But
they
this
catch
seems like
the
a waste
rats
of-
in the New York subway system, and they bring it there, and they just
It
poison it.
seems like a waste of space, doesn't it? I wouldn't watch
You
me
know,
do
what
it,
else
but
are they
I'll do
doing
it.
with that place? Let's go to Mike in Queens. Mike.
Oh my God. Yankee fan my whole life.
There you go.
Baseball. Thank you
All right.
for making my childhood amazing. I'm only 25, so I've been listening to you my whole life. Thank you. Don
Thank you.
speaks for herself. One of the best to ever grace ESPN radio, first and foremost.
Wow.
Thank you.
And I'm not a Paul Heyman guy. I'm a Peter Rosenberg.
Wow. I love this guy. This guy can call anytime.
From Hot
So what do you got,
97
Mike?
What do you got,
Wind
Mike?
whips through your hair.
All the way to WWE. All right. Just one question. How bad is it, how deep is the hole if we lose 2 out of 3 this weekend? Just
Well,
give it to me straight, please.
it's not that bad, Mike, because they're supposed to. They don't have a better team right now.
Yeah. It's
You take
expected.
Judge and Stanton out, it's not a shock. I think it'd be a shock if it was the other way around. That's why Yankee fans don't put all that into this series and think, wow, if they lose this series, you're supposed to. They're a better team right now. Look at who you're starting. Johnny Brito's starting tonight. You
Love
have
the
one
Brito.
great starter going. That's Garrett Cole on Sunday.
But that's
Please
baseball,
don't
Susan.
don't freak out if they lose. Don't. I'm not in the mood for that kind of show on Monday. Go to Sue in Tom's River. Sue.
Yeah, I
Hey,
got
Mike,
news
how
for
you doing?
Good,
By the
how
way,
are you?
By the way, Michael, Knicks
Great.
wins. Okay.
Hi, Don, and hi, Peter. Can I
Hello.
talk to Don and respond to his thing about the Kentucky Derby?
Go ahead.
Yes.
Don, I totally agree with you. 100%, 110%. The horses never asked to be there.
No.
I believe it's animal cruelty.
Sure.
And with you, when you say, I grew up 10 minutes away from Monmouth Park. I'm 66 years old, have never, ever set foot in there at all, will never set foot in there for anything. You think about it, it's just to please the owners. And if they get if the poor horse gets slightly hurt, what happens to him? Like you said, glue factory.
Yeah.
I hate to be this guy, but I do have to throw it out here. How's your meat consumption these days?
I don't eat red meat at all.
No, see, that's
Okay.
Well,
there you
all
go.
right. Do you eat chicken?
Yeah, that's not red meat.
Okay, so
Doesn't
but
come-
the chicken didn't he didn't get born, or she didn't. They didn't
Oh,
get
wait
born
a
to get
minute.
eaten.
I don't want to get into this debate.
Well,
There are
not getting into
certain
the
animals that are
animal
meant to be
right.
eaten and some that are meant to
Right.
be appreciated. And horses are meant to be
Right.
appreciated. And
Oh,
cows
wait a
are meant
minute.
to be
Wait a minute. Listen, I love
my
horses.
world.
My dad loved horses. When Ruffian was put down, it's one of the only times in my life I ever saw my dad cry. Okay,
Really?
I love horses, and I get that from my dad. But I mean, there are so many instances of things and people being used for the entertainment of others this is where this is the hill we're gonna die on.
Well,
now.
listen, it was just one of the myriad of reasons why I hate that I wouldn't go. I'm not going to die on that hill, Michael. It was just another thing I threw on top of a massive of reasons
Sue
I
said
don't want to go.
The cruelty toward the animals while she's devouring in Kentucky
Well,
Fried Chicken.
I do think
again,
there's a separation.
Since we're having an scientific conversation, I will see a substantial difference between cows, horses, and chickens. Now, if Sue turned around and said, she didn't eat chicken, but she was going to cockfights, different conversation.
Right,
but in this case, I'm going to give her a pass.
Yeah.
Now I abhor cockfights. I can't believe that people go to that.
Ugh, horrifying.
And also, horses were meant to be admired. Horses helped build this country, dragging plows and people across the country. Was that cool?
Well,
no. That was cruel too.
Well, but I don't think they were if they were drugged up to do it.
Well, I mean, if the commissions of the states where they're running are doing their jobs and not drugged up, and people are suspended if they are. Don't say that they're all drugged up.
No, they're not all drugged up.
Now, Don, you're not. You also wouldn't jump on a horse to take a ride in the city, right?
No, I think the horse cabs. I think that's awful. It's disgusting. All
right. I just want consistency.
Now I don't know why the police do it. Maybe there's a strategic way. So I'm not going to get into that kind of conversation. But I just hate seeing those horses in the city dragging yo-yos around.
I know, it's so weird. You're driving down 10th Avenue. You're driving up 10th Avenue, I should say, and you have like an Oldsmobile, and then right behind it in traffic is a beautiful horse getting soot in its face. It's wrong.
I just got a text from Natalie, your fiancée. She said that you and she are arriving in the wedding in a horse-drawn carriage.
Well, listen, the wedding is a different circumstance. No, that's not true. But I'm glad you brought that up because we're having the wedding's pretty late night. We're having it's a pretty late party, and in the late after hours we are doing cockfights. So
see now that I'm going to report you.
But no, it's for the wedding. It's different.
It's funny. Like some weddings, they'll have a little area where you can go maybe smoke cigars.
Yeah.
There's going to be an area where there's going to be a cockfight.
No, are you going to have a little Jerry Seinfeld there?
Yeah, we are. And Don, you know what they call that area? You know what they call that area the cockpit.
Yeah.
And we're going to have everyone over. It's going to be a time.
Let's go to Charles. He's in the Poconos. What's up, Charlie?
Hey, how are you guys today?
Good. How are you?
I'm very well. I'm a big fan of your show, obviously, and I have a lot of connections to you and your show. And I went to the same high school as Jack Curry, and I also worked with your boss's father for many years at HBO.
Oh, Mr. Hurley.
Brian.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Hurley, yes.
Yeah.
I worked with Jerry Hurley at HBO for many years. Great guy, by the way. But anyway, my thing is with Don, and I can relate to him not liking the Kentucky Derby because I really like the Kentucky Derby, but I feel the same way about hockey. I just can't. I don't get hockey. I can't watch hockey. Many years ago when I started working in television, I was able to, because I did a lot of work at the Garden, I held the parabolic mic in the penalty box for the Rangers Championship Series. I guess it was probably maybe, 78, 79, somewhere around there. And I still don't like hockey. I just don't. I don't get hockey the way Don doesn't get horse racing.
Right. That's right. That's what makes the world go round.
Horses for courses, I guess
That's
we
right.
could say, right?
I will say this, though. There is one really prominent difference between the two. Hockey is human beings deciding to play the sport. I'm just throwing it out there.
I can interview the winners and losers.
Well, if you have to speak horse.
And it's also a sport. You could talk about gambling in football and boxing. There is no horse racing without betting on it.
Yeah,
we agree on that?
We do.
Yeah. I don't think it would be as big as it is. It's
No,
not
but
as big as
I
it
think
used to
somebody
be.
that would sit there at a track and watch horses not bet on it should be institutionalized.
Horses are beautiful, though, when they run.
Well, beautiful. I mean,
They are absolutely breathtakingly gorgeous.
So you're telling me there are people that go to the Meadowlands or Belmont or Monmouth and just sit there and watch because they enjoy watching racing and not betting on it. You couldn't rub two of those people together.
Well, but I'm just saying that watching horses run, it's a beautiful thing. When
Right, I'm sure you can go to a farm
I mean, watching
somewhere.
Secretariat run was breathtaking.
Right, I'll go to Sussex County. I'm sure there's a horse farm on my way to my sister-in-law. I'll park the car on the shoulder and I'll watch the horses run.
Stay right here on the Ray.
Oh boy,
that could be a drop.
Ray-Ro.
No,
There you go. You think it will be?
Oh, well, we'll hear in a second.
I guess so.
Thanks for listening to the Michael K. Show podcast. Hear more of Michael, Don, and Peter live weekday afternoon starting at 3 on 98.7 ESPN in New York, the ESPN app, the TuneIn app, or on your smart speaker.
Hey, Alexa, play 98.7 ESPN.